Wait, honey. No, we're live. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Las Vegas. We're going to go on a little walk here this morning. And if you wouldn't mind, just go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for us. We would greatly appreciate that. And we'll start our walk here in just a couple of minutes. I think we're going to head north and go up toward Treasure Island to check it out. But this is our second day in Las Vegas, and as you can see, it is a lovely morning. Let's go. Good morning, Matt Wilson. How you doing this morning? And look, both escalators are working. It's a minor miracle. It really is, Matt. It is already up to 60, and it feels more like 70 at this point. But it is a beautiful morning. Oh, good afternoon, DY Lim, all the way from Brazil. Welcome to the Las Vegas Strip. Hey, Marianne.
Hey, Marianne.
Yeah, we had some decent wins yesterday. It was
Chris had some decent wins yesterday. Not really me.
But yeah, we actually ended up for the day yesterday, which was pretty good for us.
Very good for us, especially on a first day. That rarely happens.
Yeah, Matt, I don't think we'll be hitting the pool. We're not really pool people anymore.
Yeah, I have to worry about my aging skin, Matt. I can't really spend hours in the sun like I did when I was younger, and I'm really paying for it now.
And yesterday, so we got in early yesterday morning it was around 8 a.m. here. And it was a very quiet day yesterday on the Strip. There really weren't that many people out. It certainly wasn't dead, but I was actually kind of surprised how few people there were out yesterday. It picked up a little bit last night, of course, but all in all, it's been pretty comfortable. And we've been out for a while now. This morning, we just walked back from Ellis Island, where we played a little bit and grabbed a bite to eat.
Can you all hear us okay, by the way?
And there's one of my favorite signs in Vegas. That old school flamingo sign. Especially against that blue sky. But you can see down there this morning, there's really not a whole lot of people out yet. Oh, thanks, Marianne. Thanks for letting us know.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention, DY Lim. I didn't see anybody without a mask, but...
Yeah, I would say overall so far, mask compliance has been pretty good. Of course, you always have those few who don't really wear it the way they should. And I think another thing we'd say is there's not as much... you don't have casino employees coming up to you as often as they were in the beginning, reminding you to have your mask on and things like that. That's really slacked off, I think, from our previous trips. And kind of a mess up here this morning.
Ew.
But yeah, Matt, we expect it to pick up later on as more people arrive for the weekend. Yep. Yeah, Marianne, it takes us probably a full day to realize we're actually here. It takes a little while to settle in.
Probably about 15 times during the course of yesterday, Chris said, "Honey, we're in Vegas. Honey, we're in Vegas."
It takes a minute, you know? And by the way, for everyone who is watching, if at any point the stream starts to lag, if it just stalls for suddenly, just give it a few seconds. It should pop back on again. Unfortunately, there are some dead spots here on the strip where the signal is just not good.
Go look at that thing.
Yeah. So Matt, we have the Jockey Club all week long. So we're currently staying there. We check into the Cosmo on Monday for 3 nights, and then we also have a night at New York, New York. So we will be checking that out. And if you all have never checked out this shrine here at Caesars, this is really one of the coolest, most unexpected things on the strip. It is a shrine of the four-faced Brahma. And you're always welcome to leave a donation if you like. It's reported to be a good luck charm here in Vegas. We cannot attest to that. But
Nothing brings us luck.
I don't think you want to be using this shrine to help your gambling chances. I think that misses the point. But this is so cool. Very, very cool.
All these elephants remind me of my grandma. She collected elephants and little Buddhas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always love this spot. It's just, like I said, it's just one of the most unexpected things to see here on the Las Vegas Strip. Got the Caesars fountains going.
Watch your step, babe.
Yeah, I got it.
Bellagio has the worst dead spots near the fountain, Marianne says. James Clinton Smith is arriving this Sunday.
Oh,
That-
yeah, I remember seeing his name. Welcome, James Clinton Smith.
Safe travels to you.
Yeah, it doesn't look too terribly busy at Caesars just yet either. Kind of a slow Friday morning so far.
Love to eat 420. Try andouille at the Orleans. Best sushi in Vegas. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Glad you were able to catch us on the live.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
thanks for joining us from Chicago.
We have a lot in common with Mark and his wife, Jo. We've been chatting a little bit.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think you guys, you said you were married in Vegas in 88, right?
Yeah, it's well, hey Clint,
Hey, Clint from Indiana.
our northern neighbor when we're at home.
Yes.
We have family in Indiana. This might be the perfect Vegas day.
I'm kind of toasty.
Oh, I'm definitely toasty.
I've already stripped off my gigantic winter coat, but I still have a sweatshirt on, so
Yeah.
that might be coming off soon.
I am going to be breaking out the shorts later. That's for sure. Just one of those interesting times of year where you're not really sure what to pack. So best to pack in layers.
I didn't bring any shorts, so I'm pretty much out of luck.
I did bring shorts.
I think it would still be a little too chilly for me, though. I mean, when the wind's blowing and you're not in the direct sun, there's a little nip in the air.
Ooh, Boston and 30 degrees. Yeah, that's a cold 32. So we covered a lot of ground yesterday.
Oh my gosh, we were we were up for 23 hours yesterday. I think I got up at 2:30? 2:30 a.m. Back home. And then we wound up going to bed at I think it was like around 1 a.m. our time, so.
Yeah.
It was rough, and
yeah, I think it was Mark who asked how the flight was. This is our 5th time in Vegas since August. This was by far the most crowded flight we've been on. Except for the middle seats being open, that flight was totally full. So, but the flight itself is pretty good. You know, it always gets a little bit bumpy going over the Rockies, but certainly not the worst. Certainly not the worst that we've been on.
except for the noise.
I saw somebody joining us from the UK, but I can't remember who it was. But anyway.
Oh, there's Julie Tyler. I remember that name. Welcome, Julie. Yeah, she's from the UK.
Yeah, James, that's been pretty common with the Venetian and Palazzo for several months now. I've read that that's happened to a lot of people. The good news is that the Venetian rooms and the Palazzo rooms are very similar.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
They are. And we have stayed, the Palazzo is the very first place we stayed when we came to Vegas for the first time together. And we absolutely love that room.
Yep, very fancy. I love this.
Yeah.
I love everything here.
Everything just looks so nice and clean and gorgeous this morning.
It was so quiet last night. Like, there wasn't like loud blasting music. I told Chris we really should have done a live last night when we were coming back from TI, but
yeah, neither
we didn't have the gimbal.
Well, and let's be totally honest, neither one of us was in the shape to be doing a live stream.
All right, whatever.
The drinks were flowing freely last night. Let's just put it that way.
Chris cut me off pretty early. Like, we were supposed to meet Granny yesterday.
Gambling Granny, yes.
Gambling Granny. And actually, we were supposed to meet a bunch of people. We were supposed to meet Pennies for Vegas. His trip got canceled from Canada. And Seeking Vegas Sunrise had something come up and wasn't able to be there. And then Gambling Granny and Dice had something come up at 3, which is when we were supposed to meet, so we pushed it to 4:30. And honestly, by then, I was in no shape. Like, I was in bed for a little while because I had had way too much to drink. And they were tired and we were tired, so we decided just to try again the next time. So Chris cut me off. That was before 4:30. I was cut off from alcohol.
Yes.
And then I had a headache. We went back out. Were we at the Bellagio?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we were at the Bellagio, and I decided I need to take some Tylenol. So I went in my bag, got some, took a giant swig of water.
What she thought was water.
And it turned out to be Chris's vodka. So taking a headache taking headache medicine and being cut off from alcohol, and I took a huge swig of straight vodka, which I've never done in my life.
You all should have seen the look on her face when she realized what she had done.
Surprisingly, I didn't spit it out. I actually was able to swallow it, which I think was a miracle in itself. That it didn't wind up all over the slot machine we were sitting at. When we walked by here last night, the show was going on.
Yep.
It was really nice. There were quite a few people lined up to watch.
So if you're curious, the volcano show eruptions happen daily at 7, 8, 9, and 10. And it does get pretty crowded right here when those are going on. So if you want to grab a prime spot, it's always a good idea to get here a few minutes early. But there are also good places over across the street where you can still see the show perfectly fine. Oh, hey, good morning, Mike. Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Mike Urbanic.
Urbanic, yes.
Yes, I got it. Is anyone else besides me surprised at how beautiful these areas are? Just nestled into the busy strip, casino, gambling action. I mean, this is one of the things I love so much about Vegas, is that there are these little areas of, nature and beauty tucked into, between all these giant buildings.
Oh, yeah, Mike, you will be here next weekend. Hopefully the weather is as nice for you as it is right now. This is a very nice morning.
Mike's coming in next weekend?
Mm-hmm.
We're missing you by a day, right?
I think that's right.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. We are not renting a car. Honestly, I calculated it and I thought, we could probably do 10 or 15 Lyft trips with the amount it would cost us to rent a car for a few days. And we know we're not going to make that many trips out, so I think unless you're going to be constantly traveling off the strip, there's really no need for us to get a car. It would just wind up being more expensive than just hitching a ride wherever we need to go. I mean, honestly, most trips we don't even ever leave the strip. Yes, Clint, Holder. Glad I'm not the only one. It is really just surprisingly beautiful here.
Yeah, Mary Ann, we really thought about getting the car this time, but we decided didn't really need to. Hey, Patty Mudd, fellow Kentuckian. Welcome to the Las Vegas Strip this morning. And just so everyone knows, we're planning on going live every day while we're here. So hopefully you can join us for all of those, if only for a few minutes.
Did you say hi to Patty Mudd from Kentucky?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, not paying attention. I'm trying to make sure we didn't miss any comments. Guys, if we miss something, it's not intentional, so feel free to repost it and hopefully we'll see it on the next round.
Yeah, Mike, I keep waiting for the crowd to pick up, and I know it's still, sorry, I need to wipe my mouth. It's getting sweaty under the mask. And I know it's still early on a Friday, but the crowd has been pretty small so far. The check-ins at the hotels have not been busy yet that we've seen. But we shall see. And it could be that everybody is out at the Speedway, but who knows? I'm not sure what the schedule is there exactly. But even traffic has been really light.
Yeah, when we walked over to Ellis Island this morning at what, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., something around there was nobody on the road.
Oh, we can go. Yeah, Mark. So the way the live streams work is that once they are done, YouTube will begin processing them. And once they're done processing, they will be posted to our YouTube channel. So it's really hard to say how long after we end the live stream, how long it'll take it to process. But yes, it will be up there as soon as it's done.
And the last time, after our last live, it seemed like the video was available right away. However, the live chat feature was not showing up yet because it actually didn't finish processing. So if you go to watch and there's no chat feature, just give it some time, watch it a little later, and it should show up for you.
Turn around and walk through the flamingo. We'll get there at some point.
Walk through the flamingo.
But yeah, since that's a good idea though, since we have some people here on the live stream, and you all now know that we intend to go live every day, drop us a chat to let us know if there's anything specific you'd like to see. And we'll try to make it a point to go in that direction. Not necessarily during this walk, but throughout the week. We can tell you this. So, as I'm sure many of you know, Las Vegas their restaurants were limiting capacity to 25%. That has since been expanded to 35%. So getting into a restaurant is not you still probably want to make reservations. The issue with the restaurant still is finding what you want when you want it. We ran into that trouble last night when thinking, we're going to go to JJ's Boulangerie, pick up a couple of sandwiches. Well, it was closed. And that happened with a couple other places. And then we finally ended up going to Earl of Sandwich in Planet Hollywood and just got lucky and made it there right before they closed. So
no, we're not doing that.
Eating continues to be a challenge.
Hey, can everybody hear us? My mom is saying she has no audio.
My dad got hit one time.
Mike, the hours at restaurants are very limited. You really have to do some planning as far as what you're going to eat, because Fred says he hears us. Matt hears us. So your mom may be experiencing some technical issues. Yeah, if you are coming to Vegas anytime soon, you all definitely need to plan your meals and do some homework ahead of time to find out if your favorite places are even open right now and when they are going to be open.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the places do not have their hours posted, so if you go by, you don't even really know if they're open ever. We've asked a few people, we've seen people in restaurants that aren't open. So we've asked, but it's really hit and miss here. And honestly, if you're the type of person like us that gets distracted and can gamble for 16, 20 hours straight and forget to eat, I highly recommend packing some emergency snacks in your bag because it was getting pretty bad. The scene was not a good one last night when we had no food in our stomachs.
Oh, hey, Teresa, we can't wait to see you either.
When
yeah,
are
Mike,
we going to see you, Teresa?
she said tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, Mike, definitely, we do not recommend doing it on the fly because that's what we did last night. We struck out at the Mirage, we struck out at Paris, and then finally got lucky at where were we? Planet Hollywood. Yeah, let's see if we can walk up a little bit further and
Yeah, Marianne.
sneak a peek of Resort World.
Marianne, we have made reservations on Open Table. Like the last time we were here, we had a reservation, got there, and they didn't open for another hour, even though Open Table let us reserve a table at that time. And I heard on Gambling Granny's live stream at Cabo Wabo, they had the same thing happen to them there. They thought it opened at 11, and I think it didn't open till noon. So even though they had a reservation, you can't count on Open Table to have the right hours posted because they're changing so frequently.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. Even the parts that you think should be pretty straightforward, as far as booking reservations, are not so straightforward sometimes.
Yeah, you try to do all the right things.
You know what? I don't know if we can see Resorts World from here. We may not be able to get far enough over, but that's okay. We'll see it on one of the other walks. Tell you what, you all, if you go onto YouTube, you need to you need to search for like some vintage Las Vegas Strip drive-thrus. I found one the other day from 1994, and it is shocking how much the Strip has changed since 1994. It was crazy.
Oh, I wanted to see if that that skeleton was in the.
Yeah, that rock wall isn't there anymore.
It's not?
No.
Oh. Was
Yeah,
that on
Mike-
that video?
Mike, yeah, homeless have really been, I would say, no more than usual. Certainly not as many as there were when things first reopened. I think the cleanliness has improved since things reopened. What would you say? Would you agree?
That it's cleaner? I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
This is my life, you all. This is my wife listening to me.
I was reading.
Yeah,
sorry.
Mary, I'm afraid I've missed a bunch of chats, but I'm sorry, you all. Hash House A Go-Go, we tried to go there a couple months ago, and the line was so long to get in that we just didn't mess with it.
We have eaten there before.
But
and
yes, we have eaten
really
there.
liked it. Yes, that was delicious. They do have limited hours though as well.
Mhm.
And of course, you know it's very popular, so chances of getting in when you want it.
Yeah, Mike, it's the struggle is real.
Oh, you guys hush.
And I just want to know how many people on the live stream ever visited Vegas when the pirate show was still going on in front of Treasure Island. Yes, indeed, Mark. That's us. We intend to eat, and then the next thing you know, it's the next day.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, I don't know how much everybody else gambles, but
Fred remembers the show. Irene remembers the show. Teresa says, don't worry about ignoring me.
don't worry about ignoring Teresa.
No, about you ignoring me. Because Alan says she does the same thing to him.
Oh. Well, like, you can just see every time I start talking, Chris just talks over me like I'm not even here.
No, I'm just I'm engaging with the people in the chat.
I know, but I was saying something.
Do you remember what you were saying?
No?
Okay. So I think we are going to end this morning's strip walk because I know our hands are starting to get a little bit shaky because we haven't gambled in like half an hour.
Oh, you're silly. Maybe we'll do another one tonight after the sun goes down. It's really hot out here.
Yeah, it is.
sun.
I'm sweating.
But it is just a gorgeous day, and we're so glad that you guys were able to join us for a few minutes.
Hey, Rain, welcome to the live stream.
Anyone that we didn't say hello to, I'm sorry if we missed you, but we're happy that you're here and that you made your way to us.
We can't go inside Gillies right now, unfortunately, Kel, because they are not open.
I would really
Yeah.
like to eat there, though.
Yeah, we'll probably eat there at some point.
Rain blood.
Let's turn it around.
Kel.
You're on camera.
I'm on camera. Irene.
So, like we said, we will be going live every day while we're here. We are here until next Thursday. Oh, thanks, Julie. Thanks for being here. And, yeah. That's right, Fred.
Yeah.
I missed that show. I wish it hadn't gone away.
Yeah, me too.
Joe, I don't know. I haven't seen any strippers.
Say happy birthday to Heaven Knows in South Florida.
Happy birthday.
Okay, happy birthday to Heaven Knows.
Yeah, somebody brought up strippers. We actually haven't seen many showgirls, for that matter.
Actually, I don't know where you were looking, but there
I've
were
seen
tons of them last
no,
night.
I've seen like 4. So,
There were, well, if you count all the cheeks, I'd say at least 12.
but Julie loves your mask.
Oh, thank you. $1 at Kroger. I have tons of them.
In case anybody's wondering, I got this one free at the casino.
Yeah, we wear paper masks mostly when we're here because they're just easier to breathe in and they don't fog up our glasses as much. I
Yeah.
put this on especially for you guys.
Yeah, Joe, that's not really my scene anyway, bud. So,
What, the strippers?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marianne, we've been pretty much gambling like crazy, and we're gonna get back to it. Thank you, Mike. So thanks everyone for joining us this morning. We certainly appreciate it, and
Yep.
Hope,
Hopefully we'll see you tonight. Just
if we
keep
go live.
watching. Just
Yeah,
you know,
just make
pay attention to your notifications.
Yeah, make sure you have your notifications on because we could go live pretty much any time. So
Yep.
hopefully you enjoyed this one, and we hope to see you on the next one. And
Hit the thumbs up if you didn't already, please.
Oh, yes, please.
We appreciate it. And we'll see you guys soon, okay?
all right, y'all have a good day.
Thanks for joining us.